Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In today's live video broadcast, it is coffee with Tish and Clara. Although Clara doesn't drink coffee, and I drank my coffee already, so we're just saying learn with us. So let's bring Clara on board here. Good morning, Clara.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Pretty good. I forgot my caffeine.
Well, I got
all wrapped up again my project.
What's that?
I got all wrapped up again my project ready.
Well, I got my go-go juice. It's the Bolthouse Farms Blue, I think it's Blue Goodness, Blue Goddess, something like that, and some cranberry raspberry juice that I mix together every morning after I drink my coffee. And then I have some water, and then I have some Dr. Pepper, and then I have some more water. So.
Well, now everybody's thoroughly dizzy from me running around the studio real quick.
That's okay. They'll live. So today we're going to be working on resin, and I already started mixing mine. I need to mix it for another minute or so, because I couldn't see straight and measure it all right. So yeah. And it's at the bottom of the bottle with the A. So I had it sitting up on end, upside down for like the last 45 minutes. So that helped get it all to the bottom, the bottom to the top. So
yeah, I can see that.
And actually, I'll be working with resin all day today. I'll be doing it on live here, and then I've got about 100 coasters out in the studio to resin. Hopefully,
only 100.
Well, that's to start off with. I've got more in containers that have been sectioned off by parchment, and yeah, I've probably got like 200 coasters to resin.
Oh, so you weren't exaggerating then. Wow. Okay.
No, I'll be doing this for the next 5 days.
It's like the only limitation I could see would be where to put them after you've resined them, while they're curing.
Well, and that's just it. I have boards like this out there. And I can put, it's 5x4, so 20 on each board, and I've got 5 boards, so that's why I do them 100 at a time.
That makes sense.
I probably could do more. I gotta fix the bottom shelf because it got broken to move. So,
oh no, need that space.
Yeah, and yeah, so I just I'll figure it out. I'm gonna go out there today and I'm gonna resin. Now, I have a question. I have a dust-free zone.
Yes.
Okay. And because it's covered with sheets and plastic, and it's as dust-free as I can make it, right?
Right.
But I'm still getting it doesn't look like dust. It looks like little pock marks, and it's only on like 1 out of every 20, maybe. It's like
little pits.
It's just like little pits, and there's no silicone, and I put clear coat on it, so even if there was silicone, it'd be sealed underneath that. Because what I do is I do 2 coats of polyacrylic matte. Okay. I give it a nice little sand just in case, just quick. And then I wipe them down with rubbing alcohol, let that dry, and then I resin on it. And then I let that cure for 24 hours, and then I sand them again. Do the rubbing alcohol, and then I do another coat of resin, and then I do that again. So I have 3 really thin coats. They're really thin. I mean, I use like maybe a quarter size. Well, hello to
well, you've actually already stumbled on your problem.
What's that?
Super thin coats will do pits easy.
Okay, so I need to go maybe 2 thicker coats instead of 3 thinner?
Yeah, why are you doing 2?
Huh?
Why are you doing 2 coats? I'm assuming they're clear.
Yeah, they're 2 clear coats. I do them on my acrylic pour, not on my resin coasters. On my ones that I do resin, I just do 1 more clear coat to kind of to kind of fix any boo-boos they may have. And then they're done.
Understood.
But on my acrylic pouring ones, I do 2 coats, so it has that extra thick protection.
Okay.
Or I do 3 coats. I do 3
if you do 1 coat well, that's more than plenty.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Even on acrylic pouring.
Save you some big bucks.
Even on acrylic pouring?
Have you heard otherwise?
I just always thought 2 coats was kind of the rule.
No, I know that on like some artwork and stuff like that, sometimes it looks really good to have another, a clear coat on it. And even with artwork, you don't need it with that. But if you want it on there, it's an optional kind of thing.
Okay.
Depending on your personal preference.
Part of my reason why I got into the habit of 3 thin coats is because my dust-free zone wasn't really dust-free in my old apartment because it's so old and it's just dust riddled and it just anytime and we had trains that were like 2 blocks away, so it would shake the whole building and all the dust, so there'd be fallout. And so I would have to at least do 2 coats just to get rid of any little dust specks and stuff like that. I still like if it has 3 or less dust specks on a coaster, I let it go. Because I had to learn to like just let it go. Because, unless they're really, really bad, I just gotta let it go. Because I'm a perfectionist and I like things to be perfect. And then it's like, well, if it has 3 specks or less, then it's just handmade, and you can tell it's handmade. That's my justification in my brain. So
That's true. So here's my rule of thumb usually for myself. When anything goes out of my studio that I think food contact might go into play, I will make sure that the last coat is a clear coat.
Okay.
If it's artwork, it's kind of an optional thing. If I think it's got a nice coat of resin, smooth over, there's no kind of weird stuff on. And yeah, I get, hair. I've got dogs.
Dogs and cats,
it's inevitable. Bugs. But if there's any particles in there, I'll put a nice clean coat on top of it. But do I go with more than 1 clear coat? Not unless it's messed up. So, but with a coaster, you definitely want to do at least the appropriate amount. And what the appropriate amount is, you get on there enough where it just stays on and it doesn't want to fall off.
Right.
The edge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna try that just 2 coats and see what happens because maybe I am doing it too thin and getting it. That's why I'm getting the pockmarks. I didn't even think of that being an option. I thought maybe that I was doing something wrong, but I knew I was mixing it thoroughly enough. Mm-hmm. So I thought maybe it's because it's really cold it's like 65 degrees in my studio when I resin. So I thought maybe the cold had something to do with it. So I was waiting till it got a little warmer in there and it was like actually 70, and then I did it and it still got pockmarks, and I've been just frustrated.
I bet it's frustrating.
There are a lot of curse words being said out in my studio.
With good reason.
Good Lord Almighty. Okay, so today what are we first off, let's say hello. I just have the live chat up, so I can't scroll. Obviously, my computer's over there. So Virginia Setlock is here. Deb from D&D Art Gallery. Of course, Doris and Cheryl, both our moderators are here this morning. Twisted Art Lady, hello. Good morning, Sam. Artfly by Mo. Good morning, Mo. And Julie Eber is here. Hello from Arizona Rock Garden Design. And Kathleen from Cause Creations is here. Hello, hello. And Catherine the Paint. Hello. I feel like I need to do a queen wave to you. And Virginia Sedlock is here as well. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all.
Now, in the queen wave, the hand blade, swifting side to side,
Yep, so. That's my queen wave. So, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, I want to hit on that topic that you brought up because that's something I get a lot of questions on pot marks and stuff happening. So there's a couple things that can happen with pot marks. Either one, you have touched the surface or some kind of oil deposit has gotten on your surface before you apply resin. So it creates that repel kind of factor.
Right.
The other thing is, yeah, if you've got silicone anywhere around it, it'll react to silicone quickly. You know,
Right.
it's kind of like, cockroach smelling bug spray. They're going like, nope, not going there. And then the other one is if your resin gets super thin, and that can be from doing like, super tilting it to applying a super thin layer to, that kind of stuff, So that's usually what will happen.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know about that thin thing being causing the popcorn. So I'm gonna apply it a little bit thicker today because the garage is fairly for being a garage. It is fairly dust free. I mean, I got my dust free zone. I vacuumed it out after the move, and it's got plastic and like a sheet around it because it's 6 feet tall. And I can put things in, and then the front part's got sections of plastic that I can drop down for each 3 shelves, and it's like a baker's rack but bigger.
Understood.
Okay. So what are we going to be doing with colors today?
Well, today we're going to be manipulating the resin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at manipulation.
That's why we're doing it. It is going to be happening. So basically, the overall idea is we're going to coat it with black first, and then we're going to apply some thick color lines in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to be using either the torch or the blowgun, and we're going to use both today. So I hope you have both.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So the torch, basically, we're going to use the property of one, able to heat it up. The second one is being able to blow and move it around. And then the torch one, we're going to use it with a white paste because you can really see what happens with the white paste. And we're going to apply that on there and manipulate that and have that draw down, do what they call the heat and tilt kind of thing, torch and tilt. Or whatever tilt, and Erica's going to hurt me later, but that's okay.
Nah, she's easygoing. She's all right. She knows. So see, next I've been watching ATV for like 2 years. Okay, and because I actually started watching Stone Coat Countertop because I actually wanted to do my countertop in resin, and then Mixed Media Girl popped in there, and ATD popped in there, and I was like, okay, well, we need to watch these, and that's why I got into acrylic pouring, and then I started watching Erica, and just love all that she does, and I love her personality, and I love that she's a caring person. So, and Mixed Media Girl as well, Marcy, I've had the honor of working with both of them on our Palooza. But I just, sometimes I'm just not getting it. So sometimes it's better to have another person show me the same procedure just in their way of doing it. So it's nothing against Erica. It's nothing against anybody.
No, everybody has their own way of manipulating, like paint or a pen or a pencil, that kind of thing.
Right.
And it comes with a hand. So, absolutely. And sometimes when you explain things, this person might just use the right words that are like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
And the other one's saying it just fine and just as accurate, but for some reason it just didn't click with that person.
Right.
And I get it.
And that's why, I don't follow just one person religiously. I absorb information from everybody. And then I kind of take it and do my own thing with it. I'm inspired by other artists.
Yeah.
But, to try and do something and mimic an exact result, you're going to bang your head against the wall,
Yeah.
You got to find your own way of doing it because, like I can't there's certain wrist motions and I can't grasp things like some people can because of my injury. And so I have to find my way of doing it.
I understand. So. Yeah, I started around the same time that Erica did, and there wasn't many videos out on YouTube, and I remember just Oh, if you could wear out a video, I was wearing out Just Resin's videos. And then there's this other lady that just kept coming up, and I don't even remember her name, but sometimes she'd be tagged to a product and sometimes she wouldn't be, and she was in her living room and she used a lot of spray paint and other stuff. And I, absorbed hers, but I think there was only like 3 or 4 of her videos out there, just slowly but surely putting it together. And of course, I'm like, I need to do my table, and that was the reason for it, is I knew I had to do resin on it because I did a mosaic table. And so, of course, it's irregular. And I knew I needed to do resin to keep it nice and flat. And then it was like, oh, you can add color to it? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And that's where it went from there.
Yeah, and I've done all kinds of art where, I've done furniture painting, I've done cookie decorating and cake decorating and seamstressing and all these things, and it's all, it all comes together. Soap making, and it's all very closely interlinked,
Yes.
It's just how you want to do it. Okay, my question to you is, how much of the black do I want to mix up? I've got these little shot glasses. Do I want to mix up more than a shot glass, or should that be good?
Because I can't see how much you've got in your shot glass, but I would definitely do a full cup in your shot glass. Shot glass.
Shot glass. Shot glass. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this one.
Oh, as far as like a full cup full of resin is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I got what you were saying. I got what you were rolling out, sister.
Okay. And then the other ones, even a half cup would be fine on those.
These are a little bit more than half, but not much more.
Okay.
I mixed up 8 ounces, so I got plenty of resin.
Okay. Of course, I've got 3/4 of a cup because, always do too much.
The resin queen, and you have to, dominate your realm.
I always love it when somebody's like, how much resin did you mix up for this project? 30 ounces.
Yeah.
But you probably only need 4, for this one.
Right. Well, when you've got like a 2-hour work time, like that's the one thing I do like about having the garage out there for my studio, is it's cooler out there right now, we'll talk again this summer when it's like 90 million degrees out there. But it's 65 in there, and my work time on this resin on the art coat is like 2.5 hours, easy, before it ever even starts to like super thicken up.
Yep.
And here's me. Oh, I'll mix up extra to play with, and on another tile or whatever, do it on one of the small boards, and then I can just let it set aside. Oh no, I misjudge every time.
I do it to myself all the time too. You get to playing with one project a little bit more than you should have, or something like that. And next thing you know, you stir the cup and you're like, oh, I got to get this out fast.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm doing the coasters, and it's like, oh, I got plenty. I'll be fine. And
Okay, so I'm going to talk to the people here. Okay. So I asked Tish to get black, and we're going to use black as our main canvas color for today. And then pick out a mica powder, at least one of them. And that's to help show how the resin disperses on the black, because you'll be able to see that. And then we got a titanium white paste, or she's got her paste. I think she's using Cast and Craft for her black.
Yeah, Cast and Craft for the black, but just resin for the white.
Okay. And then I just picked out like resin art for my second color, and then a chameleon for my third color. So yeah, we're basically doing it on the black so we can see what happens.
I work with me. It's like marshmallow fluff.
Maybe I shouldn't mix up all my resin before I come on your lives. I'm used to my video. I have it all mixed up. I have all the colors. It's like go time, and I just get in there and go.
And I tried to have the resin like I had my part B poured, and my part. No, shines up. Just spilled a bunch of milk. Oh, see, this is what happens when I try and rush. Um, but let's see. Let's do it this way.
Whoop.
Yeah, I had a mishap. I know this is clean because I just wiped it off,
That's all right.
and it didn't land on any paint. So
I'd be doing the same thing you're doing. No.
no.
Keep it up.
Like, God damn it.
All right, so I'm not using coasters today. I'm going to use my little ornament blanks, which are pretty much coaster size anyway, with a big old hole in it.
Yeah. Well, your goodie box is coming, and you'll be happy.
Yay.
All kinds of fun stuff in there. Okay, let's put those in there so they're out of the way because I can't get to the garbage right now because I forgot to charge my headset last night.
Are you on a leash?
So I'm on a leash tonight. Yeah, today.
Feel my pain.
Yeah. So I can't throw things in the garbage because the garbage is like 3 steps away, and I can only take two, well, it's 3 steps and a toss. So I can't toss that well to do. I'm just
some things you just don't want to toss.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I got the black. I'm using the Res Red. I'm using this eye candy olive yellow. And then I've got the titanium white right here. Okay, I have a quick stir here.
So which one is your mica powder then? Because I know the Res Red is a paste.
It's a paste. Is this eye candy olive yellow? It's kind of a olive-ish green with a yellow undercast to it.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, there's my titanium white, and then yes, the Cast and Craft black because I could get it with my 40% off coupon at Hobby Lobby, so that's what I did for the black, and I also have the white, but I'm using the Just Resin because I like the Just Resin better. It mixes up better. It just feels better.
Yeah. The Cast and Craft works really, really well too. So.
Oh yeah, it's like. I guess maybe I just don't. I don't want to use it up. Maybe it's sentimental value. I don't know. Okay, I gotta get some of this. And this is the Magic Blue from Just Resin.
Nice.
So I'm kind of scraping the top here and mixing it in because it's kind of hard.
I think I've fallen in love with their indigo big time.
Really? I need to get. Maybe I'll get some of that.
I
need to message Erica and find out if I still have time to get the firebox thing, and then I also because when I order from her, I always order a kit and then I order something else too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because and I know that I can go to Stone Coat and I can order art coat from them, but if I'm going to order art coat from them and then colors from her, for shipping purposes, it just makes sense to order just from her.
Sure.
She's a small company,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. My neighbor, even though she's not my neighbor, but she's kind of a neighbor. She's only in Texas. It's not like it's that far anymore. I'm halfway there now.
Okay, now I'm feeling a little guilty because I do order my resin straight from Stone Coat, but I also get the big gallons.
I have the money to buy it in bulk, like 2 gallons at a time. You save a little bit of money doing that, but otherwise it works out to be the same price if you buy it in smaller bottles. Because I buy it in the half-gallon bottles, anyways, because I don't use it as much. You, on the other hand, can buy in bulk. Because you use it in bulk.
Yep.
So, but you still get your colors from her, and you still get, all your other stuff from her. So, ooh, this is really pretty. I like this. I like this. Okay. So now what do we do? Now that we'll quit our jibber jabbering. Good Lord.
Okay. Cover one of your coasters with black.
Okay. Yeah, and it got a clump in the blue. There we go. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh.
So I get a lot of questions about what's the difference between using a heat gun versus using a torch. And doing a torch, the temperature is much higher with the torch. And you need to move quickly, but smoothly over your piece. And it's really great if you want to hit something for just popping bubbles only.
Right.
So you can get in there and, stay about, let's see if I'm in camera, about that far away from your piece, and just keep it moving in a nice, like this. That kind of dip. And it'll pop the bubbles really, really well. It also works really good with the torch and tilt, but it is one of those, you got to move it always, because you can torch your resin really fast. So if you see smoke, stop. Let the piece cool down before you continue. Now a heat gun, like I said, the temperature is reduced, but it does have a blower to it. So you can not only heat up the piece, you can also move it as well.
Okay.
So it will pop bubbles. It's not as efficient as a torch, but it will pop bubbles.
Okay. Okay, I got the coaster covered in black.
All righty.
Now what?
Get rid of your bubbles. Make it pretty.
Well, I could always just blow on it because I'm full of hot air.
True. Well, wait a minute.
Hey,
maybe I
was going
to say, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't be saying you're true. Blip, you're now off a steam yard.
Oh, wait, there's still a bubble there. Or is that a bubble or is that a boo-boo? Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. It's a goober, but we'll work on it. So
okay.
I'm going to grab a stick here.
Are you ready for some colors?
Hang on. I gotta get the goober out of there. Okay. Now I gotta put a little bit more black on here. I had a goober. I don't know where that came from.
I wish I could zoom in.
Okay. We're ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
What I want you to do is to put a thick line of, we're primarily, it's just not working on a pretty piece. We're just working on practicality.
Okay.
Put a thick line of micas going across your coaster.
Okay.
I probably put a little bit too thick, but that's okay. We're just going to torch it super fast just to get rid of the bubbles.
Okay, that's really thick. Holy hell. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do quite that thick. Sorry, I got a little excited. I was sitting there staring at my resin for too long.
Okay, next.
Okay. Get heat gun in hand.
Yep.
Blow it in the air a little bit just to get rid of the stuff.
High or low?
I always do high, and then I just move my hand away from the piece. Now, what I'm going to have you do is overall heat up your piece. Like, go back and forth, heat up your piece gently. And then I'll have you do come back and then go back towards your blue. And you're going to be aiming directly in the middle of your stripe and then going towards the black area. Okay. So you're going to try to fan out your colors.
Okay. So quick over and then straight down and out. Yeah.
Keep it moving. And if you think it's getting too hot, pull back and give it a break.
Okay. But it worked, kind of.
There you go. You're getting a little bit of a blend there. So that's nice.
Yeah. So what's next?
What's next?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's put another color on there, but I'm going to put a thinner line this time.
Do we want to use a paste or do we, because I've got this paste metallic.
Yeah, let's put down the white paste, and that way we can see what's going on. Okay. All right, we're going to kind of repeat what we just did.
Okay.
So the reason why I heat it up overall first.
I'm going to put this restrictor on here so I can actually aim the fire. Okay, maybe not.
Okay, so the reason why I heat the piece overall is so that way it's nice and fluid, so that when I do put the pressure of the air on it, it really blows it.
Okay.
You want to try this one again? I think it's time for coaster number 2.
Okay. I need to change my gloves here again.
Okay.
Well, I have these stupid, I don't like these vinyl gloves. So I put them over my blue gloves. Because they're too big for my hands. I mean.
Oh, no. And you feel like you're wearing your daddy's gloves?
I can double glove with these guys because they're so big. I have these little tiny hands. I mean, I have another pair of gloves on and they're still like half an inch too big. All right.
What size gloves do you use?
Mediums.
Okay. I'm a large. I got big hands.
Oh, I sent you mediums. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's okay. We will make it work.
I use, it depends on the glove. Really.
True.
And these blue gloves, I use mediums. There's been a brand that I had to use larges. And I need a shtick. Shiza.
You want one of mine?
Well, there's a clump in here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm getting these clumps from. So I'm just going to kind of come in here and...
Did you say gloop or coop?
Gloop. It's a gloop. So I'm going to do this with some purpose. I shook up that casting craft so it wouldn't do this. But it's still doing it. Oh, darn it. Oops.
Got boogers in there.
Yeah, there's like boogers. Loop happens, Okay, I'm going to get the edges of this really quick so I don't forget. And then I'm just going to set this one over there. Because it's actually very pretty. I like that green. It's kind of like a green gold. Not the green gold from,
Oh, golden?
golden.
What, Chris's favorite color?
Yeah, he loves that. He loves that stuff. We should all send him a bucket of it.
I wish sometimes that my pores would look like my drips because, seriously?
I know.
That's pretty.
Oh, God, that's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to manipulate a little bit more here. I'm just going to kind of bring some wispies in here.
Okay.
Yeah. I know those will fill in. That looks kind of cool. I like it now. Okay. I can put
You're
it
happy
in
with
here.
it? Okay.
Yeah. Just kind of blah. Okay. I got all messy, so I got to change gloves again. And see, this is why I go through gloves so quickly and why I can't spend $25 on a box of gloves. Because I don't like it when my hands are sticky. I wear socks all the time because I don't like it when my feet stick to the floor. I don't like that. I don't like it. I have to wear socks with shoes. Because
You're a socks and sandals kind of girl.
No, I don't wear socks and sandals. I just don't wear sandals. Or I'll wear like pantyhose or something, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I just can't handle it when my feet are sticking to stuff. It's one of my little tips.
As I'm walking around my studio barefoot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have no, you guys go ahead and have fun with it. I just can't, I can't do it. I used to be able to, I don't know. I think I was harmed in the making of some kind of shenanigans. And
All right, Tish, I'm going to do one, and I want you to watch what I'm doing.
okay, hang on. I got the resin on here.
Okay.
Let me set this down. Okay, and go.
Go? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hopefully put a little bit less of a line this time.
And you're using your mica?
This is my mica.
Okay.
And it just kind of shows off how it blows.
Right.
Okay. Heat it up overall.
Okay.
And then go down the middle and then go angle it towards the black.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, yeah, and then just repeat it for the other colors. I'm going to go ahead and lay in a line of chameleon on this before I do my white. Because why not?
Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, so lay down the black. Buttercream the cake. It's like working with cookies in a royal icing. It really is. Except I wouldn't want to eat that.
I kind of want to send you the recipe that I used for the red velvet because, damn, it was good. It was like one of my, probably the best ones I've ever had. Yeah, it was a good recipe. So I have some Ghirardelli cocoa powder, and I also used Ghirardelli chips in it. Ooh. And it has coffee in the recipe.
Yep. Coffee. Actually, a tablespoon of coffee, like liquid coffee, or like a teaspoon of the instant grounds in any kind of chocolate, anything will just enhance the chocolate flavor.
Yeah, I've heard that too, and it was really good. In fact, my daughter buddy, she was married to my niece and instantly became my daughter, and then they've unfortunately split. And I'm like, oh, you're still kind of my daughter anyway. I'm adopting you, you know. But she's a big baker too, and she happened to be making red velvet. I'm like, cool, bake off. And we compared them, and Mikey was like, "You're much better." It's like, woohoo!
Sam says shoes equal foot prisons unless it's boots.
That's true.
I don't wear shoes. I just wear socks because I don't like, and I wear socks year round. Socks. I have a cubic foot kind of thing. Are you still there, Clara?
I am still here.
Okay. I thought I lost you.
I was watching what you were doing.
Well, I don't think this is a cheap jobber from Harbor Freight, and I just don't think it has enough power.
It's not bluing well. Well, it looks like the blues dispersed well.
It looks like it. But
and the micas are going to kind of feather out nice and evenly.
Okay.
Whereas the paste will give you that wispy kind of look to it.
Okay. Well, then I'm expecting something out of this that I won't get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
See, and I'm just getting that blendy thing with this too.
Now the red paste should do the same kind of thing.
Right, it's not.
It's not. Are you getting?
It's not doing the wispy thing.
Okay.
I'm going to try white on top of it all.
Okay. So the next time you do it, heat it overall and then just get in really close to blow it. You don't have to do it for very long.
Okay.
Just get in there. Get in there.
Get in there. That's what I say to chocolate about my belly. Get in there. I'm not getting the wispy thing going on. I got boogers. I think there's boogers in the black, like the black itself, because I'm not getting boogers in anything else. So we're just going to take care of this, and we're just going to slide
Looks like there's a little wispy trying to happen.
Yeah, I think it's just this heat gun is crap.
Aww.
I got another one that'll be coming here soon.
Where'd I get? Yeah, I've got just a simple Black & Decker, and I've had it forever. Yeah. Every so often, I knock the crusties away from the trigger part. Do you want to try another one to get another one down? Or do you want to go to the next step?
Let's go to the next step. I'm getting a little frustrated with this, and I just, it's not turning out
we don't want that.
The way I want it to, and it looks like hot garbage.
Caca poo poo?
Caca poo poo, yes. Yeah, I think it's just a heat gun. It just doesn't have enough power. That's okay.
All right.
The nice thing about resin is you can resin over it.
Sure.
That way, this one's just, yeah, that's a dumpster fire right there. And I'm okay with saying that because it is.
That's right. Even that little blower that Erica uses, you know, that one that's kind of the reverse vacuum thing. Yeah. If you heat it up overall and then go in with that and blow, that'll work too. Because I think it's got enough power to do it, but you got to have the resin nice and fluid before you do.
Yeah. And I think it's just a combination of not enough blow and too much hot.
Well, we got a lot of people in the house. We got 15 people. Woohoo! Hello, everybody.
Yes, yes. Well, Petra's here.
Hey, Petra.
And Anira is here from Crafty Healing. I think that's Crafty Healing. I think that's Anira. I think. She changed her name and now I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry. And Angela's here.
I'm terrible with names.
I'm awful with names.
Yeah, Twisted Our Lady is always going to be Twisted Our Lady. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we're doing black again?
We're doing black again. This time what we're going to do is we're going to put a line towards one end and build up several lines of color. And then we're going to apply the white and then push the white across it.
Okay.
All right, so do your black first.
Okay. You get out there. Okay. I'm going to try and get rid of the clumps as I see them.
Good plan.
Sometimes I'm just so excited at what I'm doing, I don't see them. Yeah, I think it's the black. I think the black might be old. So I've had it for a couple of years.
That might be.
That's okay. It's still black and it's working for the most part. Okay. I think I got all the clumps out of there too. Okay. So layer on the colors like on the top part up here.
Yeah, I'm going to spin mine around so I'm doing it right there.
Show me.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to lay in a couple lines of color here.
Okay.
Like at the, I guess, at quarter part of your tile. And I'm just going to do a couple different colors for right now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a line of white.
over the top?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and do this for you so you can see what I'm doing.
Yep.
So I've got my torch. It's torch time. Very carefully, you're going to kind of angle this and then hit it with the torch. Just be mindful of your hands.
Yes.
And
I'm
just
more
have it at
worried
an
about
angle.
the glove melting than getting the torch with my hand.
Well,
I reach into ovens. I used to do that professionally. Do you know how many birds and hot oil and donut oil and French fry oil? And I just, it doesn't even bother me. I'm like, ooh, ouch, and I move on. You know?
Yeah. It gets tricky with the coasters just because you kind of got to wrap your hands around, especially the round ones. So
right.
You're doing square, you're a little bit further away. The round ones, ouch.
Yeah. We should invent a coaster holder so we don't have to get our hands burnt.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to go grab me a square coaster because ouch.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Don't hurt yourself, honey. Now I got the hiccups.
Okay, I's back.
Ta-da!
I flew across the studio.
So do I want it right down the middle of the
Sure.
colors, or do I want it on the other side? Like if I'm going to blow to my left, I want it on the right side of the colors.
On the edge that's closest to, when I'm looking at the screen, I would say on your far right if you want to, or in the middle.
Okay.
Because if you do it in the middle, you're probably going to have a little bit of color on the side of it. Like I have a little bit of color still on the side of my white.
Right. Okay. Get this going.
Just letting you know, you're kind of off camera.
That's probably a good thing because I just set my glove on fire.
No, don't do that.
Well, it's so big.
That's what she said?
Something like that.
Sorry, couldn't help myself. I'm going to try and tilt it the other way a little bit.
I had just my little, it was the vinyl glove, so yeah. Okay, what am I doing around here? It looks really cool though.
And while it's flowing, you can let it keep tilting. And sometimes you'll get those really big cells. Really big ones.
Really big. Really big. Go figure, go home, right? I'm gonna do it this way.
I'd rather do these with larger canvases, to be honest, the torch and tilt, just because it, heat. And you get your hands underneath it, a lot safer.
Yeah.
There you go. Now
It's very subtle, but I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, just let it flow.
But it's got the blue line and the gold, and it's pretty.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll get those colors coming through the cells too.
Well, that's it, just like that, because I like it like that. I'm like it. Oops. Sounds like. Okay.
What are you doing? You're snorting.
I know.
You're kind of pre-snorting. It's like, had a joke going on in your head. What's going on?
Oh, I did something stupid. I went for the black and I got red and.
Oh. Oops.
Like, okay, you big dummy.
So the first one we did, a lot of those techniques are used in Galaxy. where you disperse you disperse the mica powders. It gives it that, very floaty, not even floaty kind of look, that blended color in the background. And you can even get to the point where the micas are almost disappearing and you're getting hints of them. And then the wispies that you'll get with, the little clouds and stuff like that, you get those with your pastes. And you usually don't even need a whole lot of it.
Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm putting too much. I don't know. Well, I'll revisit that in a minute here. I like this torch and tilt thingy-mabobber.
It's fun if you like playing with fire.
It looks kind of like a mermaid tail kind of sorts, and and you can see the black and gold, or the purple, or the blue and the green on the black. I don't know. You can kind of see it. You mostly see my camera. But
oh, nice.
It turned out really cool. Okay, so I'm going to remove my burnt glove.
Ouch.
It didn't hurt. It was just because there's so much on the end of the fingertip. So I got to make sure I got my fingertips pushed in and,
Yeah.
So. All right. I'm almost out of gloves, too. Well, I got more. I just got to unbury something. Okay. I'm going to try this one.
Do one more torch and tilt myself.
And I might actually scrape that one coaster because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, so next time I mix black, and I know I need to spread it around, I'm going to mix it with a bigger stick.
Now this technique will make your resin go thin because it moves really fast because of the extra heat.
Right.
And it's not uncommon for you to have pits on with this technique.
Okay. So this is one where we go over with that secondary coat.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I might just do.
Okay.
I love it when the glitter sparkles through the like cream cells. I call it cream with the paste. I always think of it as textures and such. But when you get the sparkles coming through it or other colors, I always think that's fun. See? Lots of sparkles.
Sparkly.
Bet you could mess around with this technique and create a good giraffe out of it, giraffe skin kind of texture. It could happen.
Oh, I guess Michael knows that we're having audio issues up on this side.
Uh-oh.
Sounds hollow, apparently. All right. Okay, so we're going to try this with a lot less resin, and we're going to turn this way, so we're ready to go. I'm going to fire up the torch, lock it in place, your hand in position.
What do you think? Are you happy?
Yeah, this is working better for me
Okay, cool.
than the other way. Like I said, it might just be the fact that um, my heat gun is crap. But my heat gun died. My other heat gun died, the one that I really liked.
Uh-huh.
And the one that I ordered went on back order.
Oh no.
And then so I had to run to what's it called? Harbor Freight really fast. Because I knew I wasn't going to make it to Menards in time for the live. And I canceled my order on Amazon. And bought that one thinking, oh, we'll be fine. And yeah, it's not that great. Not for this. Maybe for other more technical stuff. Now, can you torch and tilt the other direction? Like if I wanted to heat up, like, you know.
Yes. What you do is you just wait for it to dry. Or dry, sorry.
Cool.
You wait for it to cool down.
Okay.
Wrong term. You wait for it to cool down and then you apply the heat. Because what's going to happen is the area that you were focused on heating, like say if you're heating over here and then you tilted it the other way, that top part would flow towards the bottom part. And it's like, oh, that's not what I wanted. You know, instead of having a lot of cells, you end up having just like a short line of them.
Right. There's this one spot that I just want to kind of play with. Like I said, these are more just for fun. So I'm going to set this. It turned out pretty cool. It's got cool lacing, cool cells and everything. So we're going to set that one there.
Right there.
Right there. Grab this one. We're going to grab a cup. Let's scrape that in there. As I can. Okay. I'm just going to play around with it. Yes. Yeah, this did get really thin because it's already thick and gloopy.
Gloopy?
Okay. It's gloopy. It's a technical term, didn't you know?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do this technique. Okay. This is something I do with tiles.
What's that?
With acrylic pouring. I put all the paint on one edge and then I let it drip down. So I'm going to try my hand at doing something similar with resin. Dude.
When I'm doing a canvas and I put a skin coat on it before I pour resin on top, I will always do a skin coat on the edges. And I always consider it kind of like varnishing the edges a bit.
Yeah.
And that way, if any color runs over it, it's like everything's already kind of finished.
Right. Okay.
It works for me in my head. Hey.
Whatever works in our heads, that's what's important. Whatever makes our little hearts happy.
I'm going to keep on working on my little ornaments.
So the trick to the hair, okay, question for Clara from Heather.
Yes.
I need to make some ocean waves. I have 2 products. One is called White Dispersion and the other is called White Resin Pigment. Which one do I use?
Okay, I'm not familiar with either one of those products. My thing would be just play with it on something small and see how they behave on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I hadn't heard of either one of those. That's weird.
Oh, do we just have to do we have to dethrone you as the queen and bring you back down to a princess?
Oh, no. No! I guess it really shows my loyalty with ATD. It's like, I'm really familiar with their products. Oh, my. I did get some Colorberry recently because
they're both from Counterculture DIY.
Oh, really? I may have to check that out. All right, I'm going to do a screen capture of that and check that out.
Okay,
hopefully I didn't get resin on my keyboard. Usually pastes seem to work better for ocean waves in general. They give that nice frothy kind of water look to it. So that would be my go-to thing to say. There's another product, Mermaid Trash, which is kind of similar to the technique Erica's been doing lately with the really extended ones. And that one, it's like you use very little product in your cup.
Well, that turned out really cool. I like that.
Let me see. Bring it up close. Of course, I'm looking at my computer, so it's going to be delayed.
You see it?
Oh, cool. Yes. Nice.
Okay. I like that.
Oh, you want to know how to do a ribbon with a heat gun? You want to graduate towards that?
Yeah, we can do that. I need, just practicing different things, you know. I have ADD and it's very, very bad. And I get bored. If I don't see success right away, I get bored with it and I want to move on.
You want to move on? Okay.
And I only got enough black maybe to do one more tile and then my black is pretty much gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hitting my black pretty good too. Okay, so basically what we're doing is you'll draw a thinner line of white, and so the heat gun will go you overall heat it up, and then you heat one little area and angle, say like to the left, and then you go in another area to the right and go another area to the left. So it'll move the resin top and bottom, kind of flip-flop it a little bit. But you don't do it a whole lot. It's just enough to move it just a little bit. So if you want to add any color to your coaster before, do that. And then you do the white ribbon last, because if you do any manipulation after that, your ribbon will be lost.
So I want to add the color, blow it out or torch it out.
However you want to do your color right now. Yeah.
And then I make it one more black tile. Okay, so we're going to do this green, which it seems to get lost in the black, but it's okay because it's still good. So do like a ribbon of green. Okay. A little bit of blue.
So any one of these combinations you can use and apply to whatever you're working on. Or even all of them.
Yeah. Let's go for broke. Okay, so the white I want to put on, where do I want to just kind of ribbon it over the top or just do it over the top?
Whatever manipulation you want to do with your color right now, do it first.
Okay.
Get that done, and then when you're ready, we'll do the white. So I'm gonna do my color first right now.
Okay, it's gonna have to be good enough. It just doesn't. I just think it just doesn't have enough power to move the because it's hot. I can see it wanting to move, but it's not moving it. It doesn't like to move it. Okay. Anira asks, is there anything already on Clara's coaster before she adds the black paint? Well, we're not using paint, we're using resin. And we lost Clara. Oh no, I lost my teacher. Oh lordy. Okay. Oh, there she is. Hang on. I gotta take off my gloves so I can touch my mouse. That sounded really bad. Are you
Hey,
back?
I'm back. My daddy called.
Hello.
I was like, no.
Oh no.
All right. Am I bumping it? I am bumping it with my chair. Come on, chair, behave. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, watch me first. I'm going to do a couple lines here in case I need to do it again. And then what I'm going to do is heat a little bit this way, heat a little bit that way, heat a little bit this way. So we're getting at, so that way the ribbon looks like it's flip-flopping.
Okay.
So overall, heat it up. Heat a little bit this way. Whoops. That part a little bit too much.
But your gun has a lot more blowing going on. So
Yeah.
I'll try it with mine and I'll see what happens. And these rainbow gloves are crap. And Anira wanted to know if you already had anything on your coaster before you added the black resin.
Nope, it was a naked coaster.
Okay, it is naked.
Naked.
Naked. Okay, I am about ready to scream.
Uh-oh.
I hate gloves.
Oh. Well, let me know when you're about to scream and I'll pull the earbuds out.
I don't want people to go deaf. If I wanted people to go deaf, I'd sing.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm bad. That's why I only sing out in the studio. Okay, so let's try this.
It works really good with skinny lines, if you can. Okay. I'm a little heavy-handed, and I usually do my lines thick, or I get too excited. Dump. Dump out the color.
Okay, so you're gonna. So I'm gonna heat the whole thing up a little bit. Just gonna sit in that. But I'm gonna do like you did. Here, just put my grab the pile that you're stuff.
Yeah, you do some from the right side, some from the left side, some from the right side.
Yeah, and it's not doing anything. It's just pushing it. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Actually, I've got a piece of muck in there. So we're going to bring
it.
There we go. And
I got a lot of resin on this coaster. It's having a hard time.
I am going to have to fill up my torch here because I don't normally use my torch this week. Okay, I rescued it.
That's it? You got it? Or not?
Yeah, I rescued it. Well,
Okay, good.
it just wasn't what I wanted it to do because the heat guns. Maybe it's the heat gun. Maybe it's probably just me. I'm just, I'm blaming the heat gun though.
Yeah, I know.
Because that turned out really. That actually turned out really cool. So I'm okay with that one.
I kind of botched up my corner, but that's all right. I'm gonna let it cool and get after it later.
All right.
And sometimes after these rest from being manipulated, you'll get some little cells that'll pop up too, especially with the paste. Because casting craft and white or titanium white are one of those that it stays on top of the color.
Right.
And when you manipulate it thin over top, that's where you get some cells.
Okay, that's why I'm starting to see that in this red. This is just this is the Res red, which is a paste, and um, and then over the black casting craft, I'm starting to get some kind of cell. It's really interesting how this is working. But I'm going to use white in this next one because I got some really cool black ones. I'm going to try white and do a black line because I don't have enough of my black to cover a whole coaster. I don't think. I might. But it's also getting really thick because I think I went a little heavy-handed with the pigment, the casting craft. I went a little heavy because it's making me mad. That's my problem. I don't have any patience. I'm not a doctor. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more.
Okay.
And then we'll let everybody go. And because mine looks like hot garbage compared to yours. So yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do a sport coaster.
So we're gonna do white.
I just moved my camera and I better put it back. Other day with doing coasters and the only downside about working on itty bitty things is that you pretty much have to like wrap your body around your tripod in order to catch it on the camera.
Yeah.
It's like, if they only knew, I ought to get Mikey to take a picture of me one time, just like, this is what I do.
This is why you love me.
There's several videos. It's like, oh, bump the camera, sorry. Whoop, bump the camera, sorry. It's impossible.
Yeah. I feel your pain.
I'm going to do another torch and tilt.
Now, can you only do the torch and tilt with the white, or can you do it with black?
You can do it with any paste, I believe.
Well, this isn't a paste, but okay. Oh, dang it.
But it will not work with the micas. It will not create that effect.
Okay. Okay, I don't like that so much, but I like the effect it did, but alright, I'm just gonna set that in there. Alright.
Cool.
The white that I'm using, Heather, is the Just Resin titanium white. There's the casting craft white, but I don't think that's what you use for seascapes and stuff. Though you use the Just Resin.
Casting craft will work too, and
okay.
so will
this is not white, but this is the casting craft opaque pigment, and you can get this online at Stone Coat, or you can get it at Hobby Lobby too.
Mm-hmm.
When they have it. So that's why I opted for the black, because I needed it right away. I didn't have 3 weeks to wait for it to be shipped to me.
Understood.
So.
And I think Eric carries a couple of the casting crafts too.
I think so too. All right, let's do it. I'm going to clear here. I'm going to try something.
Run off a little bit more. Here we go. It's definitely a messy finger project.
Yeah. I have a feeling that this is just going to...
I find the more the torch until it sits, the more the cells open up too.
Yeah.
And you can see down in. So it's good to torch it, do your tilting and stuff like that, and then as soon as you're happy with it, let it sit for a while and don't mess with it too much. I let it cool down completely before you have to mess with it anymore.
Yeah.
And then you'll get them where they start opening up and you can see the stuff underneath. All the pretty.
So
I was curious to see if I could add more white to the bottom side or the other side of it and just tilt that little part off, and you can still definitely see kind of a line there. So that's interesting.
all right.
So this is another way to do froth. Like people like, some people like the big froth over their ocean scenes.
Yeah.
And that will do it for sure. I like dusty froth. Not so angry. What you doing? You gonna do another one?
Yeah, I'm just kind of playing right now.
I need space to play. There's so much resin on my tail.
That's kind of where I'm at. It's like there's so much resin right now. And it's starting to set up because it's warmer in here than what I anticipated. Hey, listen here, mister.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, the resin.
Oh, okay. I was worried your kitty cat had gone into your room. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, no. No, she knows better. Well, she still gets curious and will peek, but pretty much stays right away. So, all right. These are cool. I like them.
Yay.
I like it. Not anything to do with what we did today, sort of, right now. But I just wanted to see, you were talking about combining techniques. So I did I did just like a dirty cut pour on one tile. I dipped it, and now I'm going to try and do like a ribbon through it.
There you go.
And some of the parts that I don't really like, and kind of cover it up and fix it, kind of thing. So
you got to be careful with your dirty pour, because it can really manipulate what's underneath it, and it's easy to get too much wispiness underneath as well as on top. So if you don't want that to happen, you got to be mindful of that. And sometimes it can still get away from you.
Just going to come in with on the edges, like on the corners where it's not quite where I need it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like in here and stuff. So I was going to take what's left at the bottom of the cup and kind of come in like this. And then just kind of heat it up.
I think my colors I picked out are too similar.
Yeah, I feel that. I've done that with acrylic pouring. So I'm getting rid of this because the black is getting really thick really quickly. Like I said, I think I added too much color. Because the other colors are fine. But, so I'm kind of doing, like you said, the combining of the two things, and that's why I wanted to do it, is because I knew as soon as I started trying to do something different, you'd be like, oh, be mindful of this, you know? you would give me a tip. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, probably help to turn on the torch first there, Tish. Squish, squish, pudding head. Okay, let's get that out of the way.
And I'm out of paper towels.
Oh no!
I know!
So I'm gonna pick this up. And I'm not keeping, just so you guys know, I'm not keeping the heat. First off, my torch is dying. So, second off, I'm not keeping the heat on there. It looks like I am, but I'm not. Oh, see, torch just died. Oh well. This looks really cool just the way it is. So, all right.
I'm kind of playing. Sorry.
No, that's kind of what. But I wanted to see what would happen, you know, if I did a torch and tilt or tried to do like a ribbon type thing, you know, because I took that black and I kind of came through here. And I'm trying to be on screen and it's not working for me. So I put the ribbon like right through the middle because it was kind of gloopy right there, and you know, I just tried different techniques, and this one actually turned out really cool. I like the lines in it. I like there's like a bajillion cells in it, and it just turned out really cool. So I'm gonna let that one sit, and then this one turned out really cool too. So it's got really cool, just the way it is. I just went back up to the corners and made some kind of lines to cover the corners. So, but next week is Thanksgiving, so we're not going to be doing a live on Thursday or on Friday.
I'm going to have withdrawals.
I know, and
That's
then
just wrong.
I know, but Saturday we will be able to go live, and we're going to have our art auction, and for charity for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which you can
there.
The number is always every single video I have done for the last year and however many months has had that in there since August 11th.
That's
I've always
good to know.
put that in there. It's always got that phone number is in there, or I think the website's there too. But if you're ever just feeling down or you just need someone to vent at or whatever, I have personally called this hotline. So they're great people, and it's just really helpful when you're all alone and you just have no one to talk to, and you're just at that point where you're at a breaking point. So yeah. But anyway,
please don't make a permanent decision on a temporary problem.
Exactly. So thanks for joining us today. I hope to see you tomorrow night for Friday Night Flip Cup with my pal Brooke. And I don't know what we're going to do. We never decide until Friday morning. So, but we will be, what's that?
I said good friends will do that,
Yeah, well, we kind of do that too. It's like, what are we doing exactly? What do I need to get ready? It's 8 o'clock. I need to set up.
I send you a text 20 minutes before. Get this ready. Okay.
So, anywho, we will be back not next Thursday, but Thursday after, and we'll be doing acrylic pouring. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but I'm sure it'll be fun. You guys have a great
Happy Turkey Day
out there. Yes, and happy Turkey Day. Well, I'll see you before then, I'm sure, because you all come back and see us. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe, because I do go live 5 days a week. So, and normally. So, yeah, I need more coffee. Not.
I need to pee.
Exactly. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness. If I can find the button. Where's the button? There's the button.